your name,
like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer, I march until it's over.
Hello, friends and allies, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to talk about charm order as a knight. And I'm not gonna say how I recommend for you to be buying the charm order, or maybe I will, but what I will do in this video is talk about which charm order I bought it as on my knight. So this is an argumentation for why I bought the way I did. And you can do the same way if you like, if you're hunting a similar way as I have been hunting. And my charms are dependent on what I think is good when it comes to hunting. To help each other, make a comment down below how you bought your charm order and how you were planning to be hunting. So people who are wanting different opinions, different perspective, can check the comment section for different paths when it comes to charms. So let's start. And that is that you do not need to pick a charm as soon as you can afford it, because in the lower level ranges, charm ain't that efficient generally. It's not like you're gonna need a charm in Carling Cult or in a place like Mother of Scarab's Lair, but a good option could be Dodge in this case to have as a first charm. I did not choose Dodge as my first charm because I saw it as unnecessary. The Dodge charm is increasing your survivability, and it also enables you to be hunting harder areas in a lower level. And one of the dominant reasons for me why I would be choosing Dodge as a first charm is pretty simple. The monsters generally have lower HP in the lower level ranges which you are hunting in. It's not really worth to have an elemental charm to put on a monster with 4000 HP. The 5% damage from the elemental charm is pretty much no damage, so Dodge is a good charm. And as I said, my choice was not Dodge, it was actually Freeze. And the choice of that was kinda easy, because I wanted to go Lava Lurkers as my spawn for experience. And I chose Ravenous Lava Lurker over Barkless because I found this area to have slightly better experience, and that you only needed to have one prey if you wanted to go for the best experience. And in addition to why did I choose Freeze? Well, the next spawn which I was planning to be going was Asuras. Therefore, Freeze is a perfect option because you need to have them on Hellspawn anyways. But I actually waited until above level 200 to buy Freeze. And the reason was rather simple. I was moving from spawn to spawn, finishing charm after charm, and moving to the next spawn once the charm was done. And it wasn't until level 200 plus until I had enough, you know. I wanted to take some experience. So I waited to buy my first charm until I really needed one. And in addition to buying Freeze first, I had an imagination of going Were Hyenas, where the Freeze would be a good option as well. But I wasn't a big fan of Were Hyenas because it was taken so much. So after Freeze, I bought Charm 2, 3 and 4 at pretty much the same time after level 300, once I entered Asuras. So I bought Dodge, Low Blow, Wound at the same time, because, you know, it wasn't a need to buy them before going this place. With the knowledge that the Midnight Asura did a ton of damage, I bought the Charm Parry next, to replace Dodge with Parry, but unfortunately I never found it to be worth having Parry because the Dodge were so efficient on my lower level ranges to decrease the mana drain which the monster were doing and the hard damage they could be hitting once in a while. So parry was an unnecessary buy at this level range. On the other hand, I found a good use for parry both in Rosha and in the Dark Torturer seal, putting them on the DTs. The next charm which I bought was Poison, and the reason for that was rather straightforward. I knew that Poison could be used on Frost Flower Asuras, but also they could be used on the Thanatursus. But I never really used Poison, unfortunately, because once I took 400 I left Asuras, and once I put Poison on Thanatursus I realized that, well, the Thanatursus are actually weak to death damage. So I bought Curse as a next charm. And Curse was also a good option to be having because of the new hunting areas in the soul hunting areas, so death will always be working. And you could also be having them in Lamassu and Sphinx in Isavi, which I'm also will be planning to be going once I have the 100 Death Axe. So my charm order was pretty much, the first charm was Freeze, and the second charms was bought pretty much at the same time, and it was Dodge, Low Blow, Wound. Third charm was Parry, fourth Poison, and fifth charm was Curse. And this is all planned, or rather based upon where I have been hunting, or where I will be focusing on hunting a longer time, which was pretty much, or rather simplified. It was Lava Lurker, Asuras and Summer Elf, and having some plans on where to be going in the future, where the Curse was simply justified for Isavi and Soul areas for the future, and Poison is always a cheap and nice charm. So the next charm which I'm planning to buy will be the Holy Charm to be putting on the Lost Souls, because I have become a big fan of the DT seal in Ink, and there the Lost Souls are weak to Holy, so I think it will be a great option to buy that charm. And my charm order is not to be saying that this is your charm order. You should be buying the charms depending on where you're planning to be hunting, and be hunting a lot, and where you're planning to hunt in the future, because you need to be thinking of where will I be going, or where am I heading. So this was my charm order. Thank you guys very much for watching. Happy charming, happy hunting, and I will see you guys in the next video.